Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey, and today we're going to stay in the state of Tennessee, just barely.
Just
barely.
We have Old Glory Bourbon. So this distillery is in Clarksville, which is on the border of Tennessee and Kentucky. Military base is right there.
Yep.
And
Fort Campbell, which is split. It's on the state line.
It is on the state line.
Right.
It's a little bit of both states.
Yep.
And we have both the bottled and bond and the single barrel.
Yeah.
We were going to do this as like 2 individual episodes, but per your recommendation, it would be a little bit more interesting to do it as a AB.
Yeah.
And see which one turns out a little bit better. Obviously,
Same
bottle and
mash
bond.
bill.
Everything's exactly the same. The bottle and bond has the same mash bill, but it's only 100 proof. And then we have a single barrel pick at 127.82 proof.
Yeah, and I think it's a year older.
That's
if I remember.
pretty healthy. Well, this one doesn't say. The funny part is, so the bottled and bond minimum is 4 years. It does say on the website that it's 5 years old.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and I think this is a 6 year. As the
pour them up.
Right up the highway. If you're rolling up I-24.
great restaurant.
Can't miss it.
Had a good time with the parents and wife. Let's
But
not go
outside of that,
crazy.
they do a lot of, so dining, they've got the whole kind of setup there. It is grain to glory
yeah, baby.
is what they refer to it as. That's kind of the fun part.
Grain
so
to glory.
Grain to glory, not grain to glass. But they're doing, they are sourcing it, I believe, pretty locally in that Tennessee region, which there's a lot of farm areas in that region.
Whatever one just was passed to you.
It's the same mash bill, so it's probably going to taste the same.
You're gonna know. You're gonna know.
One's going to be a little proofier than the other.
I think your right hand needs to be in your left hand. Don't worry, you'll see.
This one, the proof is higher.
Holy crap! But they smell very
really
similar.
close, right?
No,
Very
but
similar.
you can definitely tell the proof is higher in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right hand is proofier. No question about that.
But it's very similar noses.
So, all right, not a big distillery, right? So we're going everything you would think of craft distillery wise. Am I gonna? It sounds weird, but I'm gonna say I get a little Buffalo Trace, like the red fruit note.
It's like, okay.
It's not like super strong, but it's there.
And I know that's one of the first things I noticed too. I was like, is this the red fruity or is this like the stewed fruit? Is this cooked like the peachy apricot kind of compote-y? I was impressed by I thought I was gonna get youth off the nose
Or the
and that-
grainy or something coming off the nose.
I drive by the place
hay.
and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go in there and get a headache. I just figure it's just one of those gimmicks.
No,
Let's taste
off the
together.
nose.
Let's taste together. Your
off the
nose
nose,
or both, right?
I enjoy both. You can definitely tell the proof difference. There's no question about that. The single
Right.
barrel is proofier. But the fruity note is honestly very enjoyable.
Right.
Very nice. All right, so we're going left first.
Yeah, let's go left
So
first.
bottle and
Let's
bond?
Go bottle and bond.
I get the rye spice.
Rye spice with a nice fruit sweetness.
Like this raisiny.
I could go raisin, yeah, absolutely.
It just doesn't go. Like the finish is, it's gone. It's like it's completely.
I agree. It doesn't linger all that long. Sweetness is what lingers,
Yes.
not the whiskey itself.
Fruit sweetness.
But honestly, I just expected this to be pretty like artisanal,
Craft.
Yeah,
crafty,
me too.
and grassy and hay notes and all this kind of nastiness. That is significantly better than I thought it was going to be.
I said that to the. I spoke to Andrea. I don't know how. I mean, but the same thing. I was honest. I was like, I was expecting hay bale, youthy, grassy.
You just thought it
notes.
was going to be something that was just rushed to market.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Small-
It's right
small
off the
craft
highway.
distillery.
There's so many people that pass that place.
But
day
they've
in
been
and day
making their
out.
own distillate for 6 years. So I mean, well now, more than that.
All right,
this has
I'm
been
going
open
with the
for
yellow.
a
I'm
6
going to
year.
go to the single barrel.
Okay.
Right, let's go.
All right.
Even the color. Look at the color of the
Yeah.
glass.
I mean, the proof
A
and
year
the color
extra.
is apparent. You can get more. I get like more char notes, more wood notes off of the single barrel.
There's more body to the single barrel.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. There's some sweet notes to that, but there's more. I get more
I
instead
like
of
that
just
one
fruit.
better. I like that one better.
Oh, yeah.
I get a little more caramel. I get a little more barrel char. I get a little bit more.
There's a little sweetness at the end of the front of my tongue.
Yeah.
Charred fruit.
It hits me
There's
first.
a charred fruit too.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
It's
Both
like
very good.
It's almost like that stewed fruit that's
I'm
like
very
a smoker.
impressed. For what I would have expected.
I can't tell you how many times I've driven by that place and be like, nope, nope.
We used to,
nope,
we
I'm
would
not going to do it.
We go once a month and visit grandparents, and I've never like, let's go there.
Man.
And then we finally did. He's like, I had a good sandwich, let's go. I had a great cocktail. Everyone's kind
I
there.
could see both of these making amazing cocktails.
Well, they're in a perfect
Right.
spot because it's right there
military.
off of the highway. Obviously, it's it's a military. The base, Fort Campbell's right there.
I mean, the Tennessee Stars.
Tennessee
up
Stars.
top.
Yep.
Great bottle, great presentation.
All right, so they used the number 4 char, both of them.
Okay. Even the single barrel.
Yeah, both of them are the number 4 char. All the barrel, my guess is all their barrels are number 4 char. We're looking at, 5-year, 100 proof, and
6 years.
possibly 6-year,
I mean,
127 proof.
There's substantial time
man.
difference. I mean, if you can tell.
Yeah, there's a darkness, there's an oiliness,
6
there's
months at
things
least.
that are coming off of this one that are
How
not
much more
quite there.
is this versus this?
A lot more. Well,
Price-wise.
Price-wise, you're looking at like this was approaching $100.
And this
Single
was
barrel.
60 some odd bucks.
Yeah.
65,
So 40,
I think.
Yeah, $40 to $50. After tasting it, I went, okay, I'll do it. That's I don't know. I thought that was cool. Everything was you could taste everything.
The single barrel hits more really good bourbon notes.
Yeah.
Like I get a nice brown sugar caramely kind of note that comes off of that with a little bit of the fruit.
See, I didn't think they distilled their stuff. I just
It's
thought this-
theirs.
I-
No,
I-
it's
I-
theirs.
I've always thought it was just
Sourcing it.
Honestly, thought it was like a roadside attraction.
No.
Nope. It is.
I'm
it is
pretty sure they moved.
relatively legit.
They were in one location, started their distillate, and they moved to that location now. But
I mean, they
I
spent some
thought
money.
the
That
same
building on
Agua?
the side of the highway is not
Agua?
small.
But yeah, when I walked in and I saw in the gift shop, we were waiting for a table, and I saw a bottle and bond. I went, what? What? I mean, you can't have a bottle and bond if it's not.
If it's not yours.
Right.
Yeah.
If you shipped it across state lines or any of that.
Right. All these things are, yeah, and aged up. That's another thing. A bottle and bond that goes above the 4 years.
Right. Like
Sign me
Greenbrier doing the 60-year
Sign
type
me
thing.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
The 7-year Heaven Hill. Come on. Ooh.
Right. Yeah, the fruit note is still very apparent on the bottle and bond.
It's weird how the fruit note's different though. Like I get a lot of apple, apple skin, malt on the bottle and bond.
I go malty. Yeah, I could definitely get into that world.
Now, this guy, I get that stewed fruit, the almost cherries, raspberries. I don't get apple on the single barrel.
Definitely red fruit.
And some
Versus an
of the barrel
apple
notes,
note.
like of the aged, like that raisin and tobacco,
This is
really
apple,
raw.
apple juice.
This is very
Apple
appley.
juice.
Very appley.
Yeah, the bottle and bond.
Light, sweet.
It's not super appley though in the palate.
Not appley, but
It's
there's like
still
a fruity
sweet. It's
sweetness.
still
There's a fruity sweetness.
There's a fruity
yeah.
sweetness, and it's candied fruit. Like there's extra sweetness added to that. It's not just like fruit sweetness.
Candied apple.
It's like a little
Raisin.
cheek full of runts.
Almost artificially, but not
And
quite.
Those leggies. Look at the
Yeah.
really nice legs.
Really, really enjoy the nose off of that. The caramel note is amazing.
This is almost like a cobbler.
Yeah.
A mix
Okay.
of fruits.
With like a drizzle. I got a caramel drizzle on top of that, but sure, I could definitely
What
go
kind
with
of fruit? I totally get that bready, sweet.
But I also get
Charred
like
sugar on top.
My mom always made the apple pie with like the oatmeal crumbles on top.
The
I
streusel.
get a little of that oat.
that. Sipping it, the barrel notes come through. I get a nice light char note coming
I
through.
get a strawberry, like when you said the fruit mix, like a strawberry, a little bit of peach, a little tart. I get that. You throw in like a blueberry or blueberry.
They
or
are
like a
both
blackberry.
delicious. Both delicious. The single barrel is better. No
Yeah.
question about that.
It's that proof though.
But
that's
they are
really bringing it
Both
home.
delicious. I would say it's just the proof, but there's a different palate coming off of those.
It's an extra year.
Extra year in the barrel.
I mean, that's
Extra proof?
amazing that 1 year could make that much. 1 year and what, 20 some odd proof.
Same mash bill.
Everything's the same.
Same char.
I love
It's
that
just 1 more
finish on
year.
this.
Yeah, the finish is so nice. The
Great barrel
that
notes.
caramel note is so nice. The char barrel note is so nice.
But the proof isn't overpowering.
No, it's not aggressive. It's
No.
not burning. It's not even warming. Like, I don't even get like a big warm hug note off of that. It's just, oh yeah, there's a little proof there. I can feel that there is.
Do we mix
No,
them?
barrel 120.
Barrel 120.
I thought about the same thing.
Do we mix them?
Do we
Ooh.
infinity pour these guys?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, we
The
can't go
same
wrong.
mash bill.
I think the
Yeah.
proof's going to come up. We're going to get a little bit more fruit notes. But yeah, Andrea, great pick on this barrel.
So that was Andrea's pick?
Andrea's pick, and who I spoke to in the gift shop, and she was awesome.
So what else do they have up there? Any other?
They've got. I want to say they have a small batch. They have.
Like
they
a
have a
standard
couple.
release of
Yeah,
some sort.
younger proofs. But
Is that the same exit as that winery, or is that the exit before?
next one, the nose is.
It got really grainy.
It got grapey on the nose too.
I got grainy on the palate,
Let me see here.
which I didn't get from either one individually. Together,
I see what you're
it's
saying.
grainy.
I see what you're saying.
Not totally artisanal grainy, but there's a grainy note to it that I did not get off of either one of them. Really weird.
I
Yeah.
don't like them mixed together.
I know. It did not work. It
I
did
don't
not.
like it either.
It
It's
did
crazy.
not lift either one
I'm
up.
getting a ton of malt. A ton of malt.
Malt and
Cereal malts on the.
yeah, there's a strong grain note that I was
Wow.
that did not help
I
at all.
honestly thought this one would overpower that one.
I
I thought
kind
I
of
was- I
thought that it was
wishing
gonna.
would.
I was thinking like, oh, the age note, the barrel,
It's gonna.
was going to enhance the fruit note off of that.
Didn't happen.
It just kind of screwed itself up. So don't mix the two.
No, do not.
No, don't mix the two. Individually,
Yeah,
they're both very
both
good.
Fine. Yeah.
The single barrel is materially better.
And this is about a year old, so whatever the single barrels are releasing now are.
Yeah, I'm
could be
sure
even
they're not.
7 years. I mean, no doubt. This was over a year ago, but when I was there.
Okay.
So.
And we rate them. Bottled and bond. Let's start with that.
I did not have high expectations going into this
totally
episode.
agreed.
I did not.
You also both had these on fresh cracks, and might have had a different opinion. Just saying. If you remember.
Well, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I brought them to your house. You had them, but anyway, don't let that influence your decision.
No, because
What do you think?
On just what you just tasted, honestly, ignore the blending of the two because I think that screwed something up there. Just on purely what you tasted on the bottle and bond, and the fact that it's say $65. Thoughts? Where would you rank that?
6,
Okay.
7.
Okay.
I think it's just a notch above. I think it's the year.
So you just take price out of the equation in that mathematics because I mean I agree it's better, but is it $20, $35 better? I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I don't know the answer to that. I can't. Thoughts? All right, bottle and bond.
Bottle and bond, I'm gonna go. I was like very high 5s, almost into 6s.
So 5.8.
Right.
Okay.
I'm thinking another bottle and bond of that price point, like Heaven Hill, would smash it. But it's 2 years older, so I think that I got
These
that
guys
kind of
don't
thing
have
going
the
on.
same pockets.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Yeah, if you want to weigh in all of that, we're trying to say what's the whiskey.
Right. And of a consumer coming into a store going, I'm going to get this bottle of bond compared to some other ones.
Right.
At the
Yep.
same
Agreed.
or
If you would
more
have asked me
price
to do this
point,
before we sampled it, I would have said like 3 and 4.
Scored it way lower.
Because I feel like, again, I've driven by it a million times, and
Yeah.
I feel like it was
Artisanal.
source whiskey. It's going to be super young. It's going to be a headache in a bottle. That I
And it's
judge
not,
a
right?
book
It
by
out-
its cover, and completely wrong, but I would have said 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So this time, and now that I've had it,
6 and
6 and 7.
You really need to figure out how to
appreciate
add
that.
points to your thing, but
I'm not adding decimals.
5.8.
Yeah, 5.8, and I'm thinking a good 6.4 on this one.
So again, we're not that far off.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not that far off. This is a good pour.
Yes, it is.
And I mean, it's a single barrel too. So whatever you're getting there at the distillery now, it might be completely different. So don't judge us. This is barrel.
I can't.
Blah,
so
blah, blah. Barrel 120.
I totally
Number
agree
36.
with what you're saying. I was just expecting artisanal, grainy crap. Is what I was expecting.
Yes, sir.
Very much outperformed what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably right in the same place as you are. That is a high 5s. So for me, 5.8,
Okay.
6.8.
Okay.
I understand the pricing difference. I understand that there's but the age difference, the profile that comes off that single barrel, there's a material difference in what, like, the profile that comes through. The palate is very different. The nose is not crazy different, but man, the palate on that single barrel is just.
We're all in the same. We're in the ballpark.
We're all in the ballpark. Yeah.
We're all in the same ballpark.
That single barrel is really, really solid for their own distillate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good on you guys. And you said Andrea picked this single barrel? Good job, Andrea. I can't wait to meet you.
Hopefully she's still there. We're going to reach out,
Well,
right?
yeah, there's
We're going
that.
to send this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do the tour, a little area.
We would love to do a tour of the distillery.
Yes. And maybe
And a few others.
film that and just like, enjoy.
I'm sure they've got some. I mean, they've been around 8 years, I think. So they've got some. I'm sure they have some old stuff sitting in the back.
Some OG stuff. But do not blend the two. It does
No.
not help. It does not help
Don't
it.
blend these two. Yeah.
No.
I just smelled it. I was just like, wow, why is something smells a little off.
And I did not try. I didn't do like a flight. So I didn't try if they had a rye. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if they have a rye. I'm pretty sure they have a small batch, a younger expression. But
I want to say I remember looking at their website. They had 3 bourbons and 3 Tennessee whiskeys, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And it was like they kind of set up. It was a bottled and bond, a single barrel, and a small batch.
If I
Something
go
along
to
those lines.
distillery and they have a bottle and bond, I'm getting it. I just know there's a lot of things I'm dialed in on. So.
That was great. And then hopefully whoever's continues to pick their single barrels picks along that line because you're picking good whiskey. Sir?
Yeah, again, it is definitely exceeded my expectations.
Absolutely.
I just thought it was a tourist trap.
Yeah.
I did.
Me too. Promise. Me too.
I just thought they were just, I'm gonna make a buck on people rolling out of Tennessee on
Get
the
a
way to
cheeseburger?
Kentucky. Well, but it's just like, all right, we're just gonna have like some very average whiskey.
No, that is above average.
Again, I judge a book by its cover. I am eating my own words. 'Cause what's in the bottle is very, very palatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, kudos to you. I will admit I was wrong, and looking forward to going up and seeing what other expressions they have.
I was gonna say, would love to come do a tour.
Exactly.
Behind the scenes tour.
Sure.
All the stuff.
All the
stuff.
tours.
So,
Yeah.
overall, I enjoyed
Awesome.
both. This more than this. Again, to our point earlier, don't mix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
why?
play. They don't play well
They
together.
don't play
Yeah.
well.
They don't play well
Weird.
together.
Yeah.
Very weird.
So again, anxious to sample some of the other stuff. We'll make our way up there.
Yep.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our first review. It definitely won't be the last of Old Glory, because we're gonna make our way back up there.
Yeah.
We hope
Clarksville.
you enjoyed our review. If you did, love the continued support of the channel, of you, and invite some friends. Ask them if they like button at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. And if you like whiskey content of either local whiskeys, international whiskeys, anything we can get our hand on, we're going to review. So we would appreciate you subscribing. And right up here, I'm going to link. Wow, I've got nothing on this one. So let's go maybe a Leapers Forward? Did we?
I was gonna say local. Go local.
Oh, Wheeler's Raid.
Yeah.
We'll do a Wheeler's Raid review. Now that's sourced, so that's an MGP sourced whiskey,
It's not
but
their own distillate.
not their own distillate. But we will, I'll link up a Wheeler's Raid, especially since they're still kind of in flux of they don't know what they're going to be when they grow up.
Yeah. And if Andrea, you're still there, we would love
Yeah.
to come taste some of the other stuff, other expressions,
Absolutely.
all your stuff.
All right.
Great job.
Thanks for watching.
See you on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.